How's it going? And welcome to season 2 of The Journey. Now, honestly, it has been the longest time since I filmed an episode of this, which is why I'm rebranding the whole series again. We're starting it up fresh, starting with season 2. And just a bit of insight for anyone who's newer to the channel or perhaps didn't watch the first few episodes of this. I think close to 12 months ago now was when I last filmed one. The Journey is my vlog series. It's my behind the scenes series where essentially I document everything that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. You know, I'm showing you behind the scenes of me running my agency, also behind the scenes of me running my training business, any issues I face, you know, what it's actually like to own and run a company on a day-to-day, you know, like an online business. I'm gonna show you landing clients, I'm gonna show you the results that we get for clients, I'm gonna show you, you know, behind the scenes on the day-to-day of like the admin side of the business. I'm also gonna show you what it's like to run a community of entrepreneurs and run a training company. I'm also gonna be showing you what it's like for me anyway to be able to operate at these levels. So I'm going to show you behind the scenes into my routines, my daily habits, how I get focused. And ultimately this series, really the goal with it is to show you behind the scenes, strip back everything that you see on the outside and show you what it takes to build something like this. And hopefully from this you will find a bunch of value and you'll also learn a lot at the same time. Now I'm really excited to bring this back. If you're excited for it, please drop a like below, show me you love it, show me that you want me to continue with this series. Just a heads up, I'm going to be releasing a brand new episode of The Journey every single Sunday. So make sure you're subscribed and also make sure you got those notifications turned on so you don't miss the episode when we release it. Without further ado, we've got a very busy day today, so let's jump into it. Okay, it's currently 7:30 in the morning right now. I've been up since 6 a.m, got an hour of deep work done this morning. Usually what I would actually do is get up at 4 a.m. and go straight to the gym, but for two reasons. Number one, it's during COVID-19 lockdown right now, so I cannot go to the gym. And also B, another thing is I've recently quit caffeine and it really messed with my sleep schedule. So I'm having to wake up a little bit later, but slowly now I've overcome that addiction. I'm getting back to normal, I've got more energy than ever. I'm actually slowly starting to bring down my bedtime and also bring down my wake time as well, because I'm a lot more productive in the morning. So yeah, hopefully over the next few episodes of The Journey, you can see me improve on that. But right now, we're gonna go ahead, get some of the peak performance routine done this morning, get ourselves in the right mindset to have a really productive day. So what I'm gonna do now is fill out my morning gratitude journal like I do every single morning. This is just a 5-minute journal, really great resource, highly recommend you get it. Honestly, if you're not priming, you look ridiculous, you feel stupid, but I'm telling you now, it makes you feel incredible. The amount of energy you get, it gets you so pumped up. Also today, just to be transparent with you, 3 things I'm grateful for. Very simple, is my abundant and amazing customers. Also my fingers, super simple, right? You know, I'm so grateful that I have them all, I can use them. There are some people that don't, right? And also just another small one, a breath of fresh air, you know? Honestly, what I've found as well with this is it's really good to be grateful for something a bit larger. So for example, for me, the larger one would be my abundant and amazing customers. You know, I'm really grateful for that. But then also something smaller, right? Like I'm grateful for my fingers, for a breath of fresh air. You know, these are all things that people take for granted on a day-to-day. So it's really important to have and show gratitude for them. It makes you feel amazing and grateful for the little things, which in turn makes you feel more grateful when you have bigger successes. Now, what would make today great? I've gone with filmed a killer episode of The Journey for you. Also a deep focus work day, and then completed my full peak performance routine. And then my daily affirmations, I am abundant.
Hi guys, welcome. This is a guided breathing session. Relax to the deepest. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Okay, so I've just sat down for my work day, and the good news is yesterday we actually just got a confirmation of a new client that we've just onboarded for $1,000 per month. It's actually a food delivery service. Now the great thing about it is it's almost like a meal prep service, right? They'll cook, they'll prep and deliver healthy meals for you, you know, if you're a busy person, if you're elderly, whatever it may be. So we've just closed that client. I'm really excited to work with them. So what I need to do here in just a second is I need to obviously brief the team. I need to send a little loom to the team, to the appropriate people, so they know what they need to do, give them some insight, make sure they got access to all the onboarding forms, and we want to get this in place ASAP. So obviously we make a fantastic first impression to the client, they're happy, and ultimately we can get them up and running and start getting them some results as soon as possible. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna brief the team, send everybody a little loom, and then after I've done that, after they're fully on board and everything's set up, what I wanna do is break down with you some information on what that relationship will look like and give you some more insight on the behind the scenes of what kind of happens when we onboard a new client. Obviously I need to blur out all the important information, but like I said, I want to be as transparent as possible with you. This right here is actually a PayPal payment that came through for $1,000, so there you have it. Hey man, hope you're well. So just thought I'd shoot you this quick video. We've actually just closed a new deal, which is fantastic, both for management and ads. So what I want to do now is just show you kind of a little bit about their website, and then obviously if possible get you to put together some sample posts for them. What we ideally want in place, if you can, in the sample posts is, as you can see here, they got a bunch of reviews. So, you know, your typical stuff, you can find all of their, you know, you got the logos and the colors and stuff on their website, which you can grab. Ultimately, what I think we want here is a heavy focus on like review, like testimonial content, because a lot of what we're actually going to use and what we're going to be posting, like they've sent through a bunch of photos of their food. So that's going to be the majority of what we post. What I also think could look real clean is if we have like, so 1 in every 3 posts is a design post. So if you can get those design samples put together, that would be great. So it would be about 10 per month roughly that we would need from you design wise. So what we're looking at here and what I'm thinking is obviously the reviews. So a nice, like, as you do, like a testimonial design with their logo, their color, you know, with their amazing reviews, which would work really well. Also, you can see how it works. So a couple of posts potentially on how it works. Also, they've got a 10% discount on the first 2 weeks. So maybe a post on that. And you can see, you know, a bunch of their benefits and what they offer and what it helps, you know, it helps with people with high cholesterol. They do vegetarian options, dairy-free options as well. So vegan options, paleo, keto, they kind of cater to everything. So we can touch on that in the designs. But if possible, if you can put together 3 to 5 like sample posts, just based off of their website, I'll send you all of this information. Then what we can get, you know, if we can get that done to them in the next 24 hours, we can get them up and running and get everything in place. Like I said, I'm going to send you across all this information, but you can see their color code. You can do a bit of research into what they offer, and then if possible, put together some review style posts, you know, some posts about the benefits and the quality ingredients and their service and how it works. And things along those lines. All right, let us know if you have any questions, but if you can get them to us in the next 24 hours, we'll get this client onboarded ASAP. Thanks so much. Okay, so there you have it. So that's official. I've just sent a little Loom video to my social media manager / designer, giving him some information on the type of post to create. I sent him across the website. I've worked with this guy for like 3 years, so he really knows what he's doing. We've got a very good working relationship now. You know, he kind of thinks on his feet. He knows what I want. He knows what I need. But I like to just sometimes give him a 60-second, 2-minute like overview, just so he can get a bit familiar with my client. And obviously, if the client has particularly told me or my sales guy on the discovery call anything particular they want to do, perhaps there's stuff in the onboarding process that like it's like imperative that they know, then obviously I can then forward that on to my team. So that's what I often do. With that, my ads guy's already on board. He's about to get the ads set up. Everything's in place. My designer's now all on board. He should get samples within the next 24 hours. Ads will be live today. Within the first 24 hours of actually signing on the client, we've got ads live. They've gone through the onboarding process, so they're fully on board into the agency. They're inside of Slack. We've got fast communication. We've got sample posts within 24 hours, and we're up and running. Honestly, that speed after they onboard and pay is incredibly important. What you don't want to happen is they pay, and then all of a sudden then you start to get silent and quiet now that they've paid. Doesn't look great, will kill your retention. Over deliver, over deliver, over deliver. Do what you can and do it fast. Fast communication, fast onboarding. And you know, this all really helped as well with the fact that they're onboarded through an onboarding process. I've got a sales guy that takes the sales calls. He gets them to fill out the onboarding process. he relays any information to me, so I'm on board, I understand, I then relay that information to the team, and they take care of it, and they even handle the communication. So very automated at this point, but obviously we want to make sure the systems are tight. So just because it is systemized and automated and we've got a team in place, doesn't mean that if any area that can fall off, because the ultimate goal here, our mission, is to over deliver to all of our clients. All right, so let me give you now a breakdown about why I'm so excited for this client, and hopefully this will give you some really good insight on some of the behind the scenes and what it looks like, right? So as mentioned, this client is paying $1,000 per month, okay? That is what they are paying us as an outgoing. So what you have to consider here is, this is what's really, really exciting, is the lifetime value of their customers. So across the board, they have all different ranges, right? Based on if you just want to have like 5 meals a week, or if you want all the way up to like 20 meals per week delivered. And the cost of this is anywhere from $50 per week on the low end, and on the high end, on their biggest package right now, it's $175 per week. Okay, so let's call this, to keep it simple, $200 a month, and let's call this $700 a month. Actually a little bit more than that technically, because there's 4.4 weeks in a month.
You smart.
But just to keep the numbers simple, $700 a month, $200 a month. So their markup and their margins on their products are huge. What you have to consider, and this is what excites me so much, even in terms of revenue, like if we get them a customer, on the low end, a customer is worth $200 a month in revenue. On the high end, it's worth $700. But let's call it, on average, an average customer is worth $500 per month. All we have to do to cover our fee is get them 2 customers a month. But that's not even really true. All we have to do is get them 2 customers per month on the first month. Because guess what? Next month, providing the service is great, they enjoy it, they love it, this $500 for an average customer is every month. So next month they'll pay $500. The month after, the month after, the month after. So their lifetime value, let's say a customer stays for 6 months on average, their average lifetime value of a customer is about $3,000 in revenue. So if we just get them 1 customer per month, after costs of goods and shipping and all of that good stuff, they'll pretty much double their money on us if we get them 1 customer a month. Even if we just get a handful of customers every single month, the return on investment they're getting from paying us $1,000 is literally incredible. The crazy thing is the lifetime value here is what we're looking for. We're not worried about the front end. We can actually, in theory, lose a little bit of money on the front end. We don't have to break even on the front end. Breaking even would be nice, that's what our goal would be. But even if we lose a little bit of money on the front end, like on that first transaction, you know, let's say somebody comes in and orders a $200 per month service, right? And they want, I don't know, I think it's like 5 meals per week. So that's what they come in and they spend that $200. And we spend $250 to acquire that customer, let's just say, for argument's sake. Okay, on the front end, on that initial transaction, ad spend in, revenue out, we have lost money, especially when you consider the cost of goods and everything. However, literally the second that following month's payment comes out, they're in the green. And then the month after, they're in the green. They're in the green. Their reviews, by the way, are incredible. People love this business. And right now, by the way, all of their companies, it's a 6-figure business, all of their business has come from referrals. So let's also take that into consideration. Let's say on average, every customer brings in 1 new customer. Some people are bringing 10 new customers, some will bring 0. But let's say on average, 1 customer brings in 1 new customer. All of a sudden now, you're gonna have this compound effect. This is our ad, and our ad has brought in 1 customer. Now that customer is being brought in by the ad, okay? In lifetime value, they've made money. But now this customer here is gonna tell his friends. And then these people are also then gonna tell their friends. Okay, and you get the picture here, right? And the great thing is, and why I'm so excited, is not only is it a great product, they've got fantastic reviews, but they currently, it's proven that they get all of their business from word of mouth right now. So we know every time we bring a customer through the door, those customers are gonna bring on more customers. But the best thing about it is, the lifetime value of each customer is huge. So if we can just acquire 1 customer, even if it's break even or just below, the amount of money they're gonna be worth lifetime because of the monthly subscription business model, because of the fact it's a fantastic business that over delivers, in terms of what they do, they're at the top of their game, okay? And every single customer they bring in is gonna tell more customers who then go back through the same lifetime value cycle, who may also tell more people. Really, really fantastic business model. Really excited for this client, and you know, in the upcoming episodes of The Journey, I'll definitely keep you updated on the results and how we're doing for them. But I just wanted to share you behind the scenes on this, show you what my mind's looking at, what me and the team are looking at when we're looking whether or not we want to take on a client, when we're qualifying them. Also, when we land them, we think, okay, what's the strategy here? This all has stuff to do with it, and yeah, this is what ultimately I'm really excited to work with this client.
The second question is I'm thinking, what structures or processes like do I have to put in place in order to kind of like scale to 10K? Like, for example, I was running into a challenge where for the content manager, it was like seeming like too much was kind of coming. Like, I got another management to try to help level things out. Yeah. But like, just kind of like wondering what has to be in place almost. Yeah. So when you were getting there.
Yeah, sure. So there's a few key things. We can run through it all, right? And we can have a chat. We can see if you've got it in place. So let's start from the very beginning. So very beginning, the front end. So outreach VA. Have you got anyone in helping you with outreach right now? Yeah. You got a personal assistant, not even a virtual one. You're already at 10. You might as well be at 10K, man. You've already scaled.
It feels like 60 outreach a day, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah. So front end VA outreach, or PA outreach, should we call it, in place? Great. You don't need a salesperson to get to 10K. You can do that yourself. In terms of what needs to be in place, it's less of a system, but what's your sales process like right now? How are you with following up? How are you with taking sales calls? What's the rate like from responses to sales calls? Like, have you got that section nailed down? Hey, just real quick, thought I'd jump in here. If you're interested in having me personally mentor you every single day and joining my Entrepreneur Accelerator Mastermind group, you can join for only $29 per month. Find out all the other benefits, just click that top link in the description. All right then, so almost finished up with this video here. I've just got one final announcement to make, and that is, as you probably know, my book is coming out very, very soon, the SMMA Accelerator, the Social Media Marketing Blueprint. Now, I made a bit of an error. I ordered the proof copy of this book. I got the cover design and everything in the wrong size. This is in A5, so you can notice it's actually quite a thin little book because of the size of the font on the inside, the way that I got the cover design, the way I actually sized the book up was actually wrong. It's going to be a bit smaller than this, a bit thicker, and I'm actually getting the new book come in the next few weeks, which is really exciting. I'm ordering a new proof copy. My designer's working on the new updated sizing for the new covers. But once that all comes in the next few weeks, I'm really excited to document it all. And I'm also really curious to know if you'd like to see more behind the scenes. Would you like to see the behind the scenes of the release, right? What's going into the pre-release, the marketing of the book, also how I'm doing the final touches. I'm actually going to be shipping this, my team will be shipping this from my home office. Would you like to see the behind the scenes of all of that? I'd be really curious to know. But yeah, ultimately in the next few weeks, I will show you when that new proof copy comes, and then when the full shipment of the hundreds of books I've ordered to actually release for release day come as well. I'll be really excited to share that. But if you're interested in getting yourself a copy, learning exactly how you can start, build, scale a social media marketing agency from the ground up, you can get your 100% free copy. You just have to pay a few dollars for shipping and handling. You can get on the waitlist for that in the description down below. So there you have it. That wraps up this episode and the first episode back of The Journey. Now, what I would love you to do right now is two things. Number one, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like on it. It really, really helps support the videos, helps me rank them, get more reach, and it would mean a lot to me. And then number two, please comment down below what you would like to see. Would you like to see more behind the scenes in terms of sales calls? Would you like to see behind the scenes with my calls with my team? With me actually doing outreach and live Loom outreach and reaching out to people on Upwork? Would you like to see that? Would you like to see more the behind the scenes in the group and how I manage a community of entrepreneurs, and behind the scenes on how I build my training and the book release? Tell me in the comment section what you would like to see, because I want to show you everything, right? But I just want to make sure that I'm showing you the things that you want to see and that you care about. So if you're interested, comment down below. I will be sure to take it all on board. So again, get yourself a copy if you haven't already, or get yourself on the wait list. And if you are interested in having me personally mentor you in a bunch more detail with a lot more high-level training, you get full access to the live calls, to the weekly advanced masterclass trainings, to the daily value posts, to the community, to full access to me to ask me questions as your mentor every day. Again, check out my mastermind. That'll be the top link of the description. Super small cost, super reasonably priced, but massively over delivered in terms of value. So again, check out that. Thanks so much for watching this episode. I appreciate you all. Thank you for following the journey, and I'll see you in the next episode.